Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today is actually mine and Nelson's 14th year anniversary. We got married on October 10 in 2010. So we got married 10-10-10. And yeah, we are here at home. Obviously, we canceled our trip for this week based on, everything going on. And we're just going to be working on the house. We have more electrical work to do. He's actually waiting for me. I already made breakfast this morning. We had breakfast. I just tidied up a little bit around here. I didn't do too much. And then I got on the computer and did some emailing. I have something that I'm working on in the background, and it's a really big project. And so I got to make sure that everything is done correctly. And there's just a lot of behind the scenes right now. This morning, however, didn't start off so great because this morning just so happened to be the morning that I released my video about our puppy and kind of what happened to her. And boy, I did not expect to get such hate comments talking about our genuine feelings and experience on my 14th anniversary, no less. So that definitely put us in a weird mood. So yeah, people online, there's just, we're going to try to make the best of our day. This is not how we expected to spend our anniversary. It has been several years now that we have not been able to do anything, and we find ourselves in this situation again where we just can't leave. We're trying to just do the best we can with our situation and just take it one day at a time. So I am going to wrap up here. I've actually got to put some jeans on because I don't think I'm dressed for working on electrical equipment. I am on the floor right now, literally fighting with my printer, trying to get it to print for the past 5 minutes. I'm trying to get some of these plans printed out. So I have a couple of point of references for some of the lighting and electrical work that we're doing inside of the house. That was a little bit more custom that I had created. And I just want to make sure that I have a visual and, Nelson and I are kind of on the same page and everything will work. But this darn thing doesn't want to work.
Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
Okay, so I finally got the pages printed. And I wanted these again for reference. I didn't need these yesterday because we weren't going to be working in these spaces yesterday, but we are going to be working in them today. And I want to make sure that I have the visuals and, everything kind of matches up to what I had envisioned. Obviously, plans come with, their original lighting plans and electrical plans, but because this is our house and we have the ability to make the changes that we want based on our needs, we can make adjustments. However, I always like the original plan so that we can see where we fare in regards to what the original architect had in mind. I have been making several custom adjustments, and I will be sharing that more in detail with you all when it comes to those building our farmhouse series videos. When we talk about lighting and everything that we did, I'll make sure to include that there and obviously my reasoning behind it. So more to come on that, but now I'm headed off to help Nelson because I'm late because I've been messing with this stupid printer for way too long. Anytime.
Yeah, so these are the minor things that are kind of putting us a little behind. Obviously, I'm not an electrician full time. I know how to do stuff. But this is a ceiling fan box. It's supposed to go in between the studs and it's not big enough. So either I get a different box or cut this and modify it, but not a big deal, just a little inconvenience.
I just joined Nelson in the house, and of course, nothing can go smoothly. He's trying to put that fan box up in his office, and that bar is supposed to go between the floor joists so he can hang it, in between them. Unfortunately, the spacing is too small and that bar won't fit like it's supposed to. So he's going to attempt to cut it down and make it shorter. And let's hope this works.
Not sure why. Yami just said, we'll see if it works. Of course it's gonna work. I mean, I didn't get the Latina engineer nickname just because I didn't know what I was doing.
All right, so here is an example of the mental gymnastics that we have to do absolutely every day when it comes to building this house. Nelson is trying to find the center of the room so he can put the ceiling fan up. Well, the center of the room is like not the center of the window. So naturally you would think, okay, you want the center of the window and then you put the ceiling fan or light fixture kind of like on the center of the window so it'll look nice. But that's not the center of the room. The original plans also don't have the fan in the center of the room, centered on that window. So we also have to take into account that on this side of the entire room, we're going to build bookcases, like an entire library wall of bookcases. So if we use the center of the room as it is right now, what's going to happen is when we build this wall out and bring the bookcases out, that ceiling fan, which would be in the center of the room, if we base it on the actual center right now, would actually be 1 foot to the right, closer to the bookcases, and it would look janky because it would be closer to the bookcases and not to the center of the room. Does that make sense? So now I had to have him, unfortunately, readjust and take that into account because we don't want it to look off when we build up the bookcases. And obviously the bookcases are going to go all the way up to the ceiling because I want an entire wall of them. So that is why some of the tasks take a little bit longer. I'm really, really, really trying to take all these details into account so when the house is finished, it does look right. Like, I guess this is what designers have to deal with. I've never had to worry about this kind of stuff. But I do think that the room would look really, really weird if the fan was closer to the bookcases than the other side of the wall. So yeah, this is kind of what we have to do during this time to make sure that everything lies in order and it looks fine at the end of it all. Yeah.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs.
So it's evening time now. As you guys can see, it's pretty dark out. And I have been doing some laundry folding as well as cleaning up and decluttering like my desk area in the cottage. After I had printed out those plans, I thought, man, my desk is pretty messed up. And it was messy. There was like old receipts that I had to throw away. There were receipts that I had to kind of separate and file away. I also had to like just throw away a lot of junk mail. It accumulates so bad. You would think that here in the country you wouldn't get any of it, but believe me, it follows you. So I actually organized a few things here in my binder. As you can see, that is actually my design binder for the house. And I have mood boards that I have created. I have layouts of like cabinetry and um, kind of different spaces and what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing with them. And I just kind of have like notes and stuff so that I keep it all there in a binder so I can keep my things nice and organized. And even that wasn't that organized. So I did go through some of it. I still need to do a little bit more, but yeah, it's good enough for now. I am going through all of like our single socks, like the ones that I can't find pairs of. I usually have like a bag that I kind of, tuck away, and whenever we don't find a pair to a sock, we put it in the bag. And then after a while, we take the bag back out and then we go through them and see if we ended up making any matches after throwing away the singles in there. So I decided to go ahead and dump it out and kind of go through them and see what I can save. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am actually, after this, I'm going to go take a shower and just get dressed for bed and then just relax for a little while because today was like a very long day and I'm just a little exhausted and I think I would feel better if I can just rest. So that's what I'm gonna do, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here for the day. So hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Until then,
Searching for my
adios.
highs. You can say I lost my mind. I will keep on holding my head high.